Welcome to the Hardly Heroes Podcast.
High above the city, they shine in my spotlight. Commissioner on the rooftop, Double H in the night sky. For the sidekicks we fight, for the right crosses we go. For the ninjas we injure, revenge on our foes. From crime alleys to radioactive insects, genetic mutations. Weapon X rejects our infinite Ursa in crisis. Our wars are civil but secret. Here come Buddy and Aaron, blaring through your speakers. Yeah, Hardly Heroes. It's clobbering time.
Welcome to Hardly Heroes, a podcast dedicated to movies, TV, and everything geek-related. I'm your host, Buddy.
And I'm Rick Dickerson.
Whoa.
I'm Aaron.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
And always joining us, if I could talk today, is Logan in studio.
Whoa. Hey,
What's going on, fellas? How we doing today?
Oh, I'm fine.
I'm doing good. We're a podcast dedicated to movies, TV, and everything geek-related, but we are more than just that. We are trying to build a culture. Trying to build an army.
Wait, we're building a culture?
Yeah, we're building it with these two hands.
We have technically, collectively, we have 6 hands, if we're being honest.
Well, I was more talking about myself.
It's not just you.
I feel like
Whatever.
it. So what we're trying to do is build a huge community of listeners. That's why we love your guys' interactions, your guys' emails, your guys' tweets, your messages on Instagram. You know, we just want to build a homestead for everybody that's into geekdom, that they have a place to stay.
What are you, 80? Who says homestead?
That's a new word I'm bringing back.
What are you like Justin Timberlake? You're bringing homestead back?
I'm bringing sexy back.
Yeah.
At least he used it correctly. At
No, I
least
know
you
he
gotta
did.
give him that.
He did.
That wasn't even a buddyism.
It's just a funny word. Like that's
Agreed.
like, hey, you macaroni ears. Like, that's what I expect you to say next. Gosh.
I've never heard macaroni.
It's an old man term. That's what it is. It's from the 20s. Sorry.
The bee's knees.
Oh, it's the bee's knees.
I love that.
Woo!
It's the bee's knees.
Oh, man, that was a good. I like that description.
Thank
that
you.
was good.
So last
Culture.
Yeah. Last email we went all about E3, which we pretty much knew nothing about.
We did a whole email on E3.
No, did I say I said a whole?
You said last email.
Oh, last show. If I could talk.
Buddyism immediately
No, it's
after
okay.
the compliment.
I'm sorry.
We asked for it.
This is what you guys wanted, all right?
So the last show.
Yes.
What did
thank
we
you.
talk about?
We talked about E3.
That's
we had
right.
Indian Vikings intro, which
Oh.
was phenomenal.
That was great.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I had so many people just hitting me up just about that.
Yeah, it was.
It was primo. Not just one shoe.
Nope.
Gotta have another shoe.
And the other shoe.
And the other
My
shoe.
butter beans.
So that was frigging awesome. So that was a lot of fun. I wish now it makes me want to play more games after
Oh, yeah.
doing the whole E3 thing. I'm thinking about playing Fallout 2 is what I was told.
2? That's an old. No, don't play Fallout. It's. I see. Here's the thing: is I can't play the old like the PS2 and PS1. Like they're just too bad. Like I can play Final Fantasy 7.
Oh, because it's an
But
amazing
everything
game.
else, it's like it just looks like trash. It doesn't.
Yeah, but can you still play Super Mario like
That's
on
different.
Super Nintendo?
I'm not talking. I'm talking about like legit like PS1.
So you're saying there's a gray area?
Yeah, there really is like
So
between.
you can either go super old or not in the middle.
Correct. Like between anything after N64 and before PS3 is not good. Xbox original is fine. I think I could still.
What falls in there? I feel like that's like two
It's just
systems.
like it is.
So no Sega Dreamcast.
No Dreamcast, no PlayStation 1.
No PS2.
No, PS2 is fine. Yeah, so basically
So
those
it's
two.
literally PlayStation, Xbox,
No, Xbox
and Dreamcast.
Xbox is fine.
Mhm.
And Sega, the last Sega.
Yeah. Look, I'm a weird guy.
So where's
Or that's
where
what I
does
said,
Super
Dreamcast.
Nintendo
It's
land
before,
in,
it's
in your
fine.
list?
No,
Right? No,
that's
I'm
fine.
just.
Yeah. That's perfect.
What about
You
Cool
feel
Borders?
knowledgeable about the Super Nintendo?
I love it.
All right.
What about Cool Borders?
Cool Runnings?
Cool Borders.
I don't know what that is. I don't remember what that is. I'm sorry.
It was a snowboarding game.
I
back in
probably.
the day. It was great.
Yeah.
And they had like you could unlock characters. Remember that was like a big
Was
thing.
it a PlayStation game?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
That was all about. You could be like a snowman.
Oh, what? Do you want to build a snowman?
Do you want to build a snowman?
You are totally out of key, and it's bugging me. That is that.
on,
just
give me it.
No.
Come on.
I don't want.
Bless our listeners with your great singing
Look,
voice. that
I don't
you're
want to
criticizing
I
me
don't want.
for.
I don't want a cease and desist order from Disney themselves.
Do you want to build a
Stop it.
So, summary of what we're going to talk about today is news that's currently just came out. We're going to be reviewing Incredibles 2.
Non-spoiler
Non-spoiler.
Spoiler free.
or that.
Logan might give us a little brief summary of Tag and
You're
what
it.
his thoughts. I'm not it. You didn't touch me.
Oh, you're right.
I win.
Do you think they're gonna make a sequel to Tag called Marco Polo? That would be great.
That was so dumb
that
that
was
it
bad.
was funny.
Yeah, it was.
Marco.
I had to stop
Polo.
and think for a
Thank
second
you.
if I was going to give it the laugh, and I decided yes.
Look, it's a good silly joke.
It was. I liked it.
And then we also have emails, and then Logan has some secret game they will
Yes,
not tell
the-
us
He
anything
teased it.
about.
He was like, "So do you want to know the rules?" No. I'm not going to tell you what the game is. I'm not going to tell you what the rules are. I'm not going to tell you what it is. But we're playing a game. Do you want to play it? I guess.
So you ready for this?
No.
Today, a coworker of mine, it's his birthday,
Oh.
and I told him
Yeah.
that we were talking about, everything, like about like comic books and all this kind of stuff, and I was telling him, he's like, oh, one of my life goals is to meet Kevin Smith, and I was like, funny, I was like, one of my hosts
Did it?
has met him, and he's like, no way, and I was
Did
like,
it?
yeah, I was like, they're like best friends, and
Yeah.
he was like, he's got a picture, he's got a
Yep.
signed Funko.
No.
Or
Sign
no,
pass.
the pass.
Press pass.
pass, so-
LA
Even better.
Comic-Con,
Yeah.
Press pass.
So just a quick happy birthday to Joe.
I think we can officially say Kevin Smith, friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show,
Officially.
Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
Officially.
I don't know why it hasn't been official for like 7 months, but it's official.
Officially unofficial. How's that?
Oh man.
So, you guys, before we go into
Right.
the news,
Yeah.
the geeky news for the day, we just kind of said, oh, there's going to be a game.
Yeah.
No.
Well, that's all we
At,
knew.
at the end of the
I don't know
episode,
anything.
Right.
the sidekicks have been clamoring for this for a long time.
Clamoring.
That's a bit.
Buddy v. Aaron showdown.
No.
Of
BVS.
of some kind or another.
BVS, Buddy versus Sprinkles.
yes.
Yes.
That
There you
that
go. Oh,
totally
yeah.
That
is
is-
copyright
it is, yeah.
free, right?
BVS. The sidekicks, who that's what we call our listeners, by the way.
Yes.
So if your very, very first show is today, we hope you'll continue to listen and be a sidekick. and,
Definitely.
hang out with the Hardly Heroes. Buddy v. Sprinkles.
Correct.
Trivia game with prizes
Oh.
Ooh, I like prizes.
and consequences.
Oh, don't like that.
I don't like that.
So this is something to be excited for
Yep.
and look out for at the
Oh.
end of the show. This is how we will wrap it up.
I don't
Someone
know.
will leave victorious and triumphant, and someone will leave shamed and embarrassed.
Well,
That's
I mean
scary.
that's not new for me, so actually I'm prepared. But before we really go on,
Do you want to build a snowman?
do you want to build a snowman?
And I'm out of key.
Yeah. I just want to let you guys know today's Go Skateboarding Day. Buddy, did you skateboard today?
No, I wish I would
It-
have brought my longboard.
Today's Go Skateboarding Day.
Dang it.
Also, International Day of Yoga, Logan.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
good.
Today's
That's
the
a good one.
longest
Is
day
that
of the
good?
Is
year.
it is.
The longest day of sun.
That's true. It's the summer solstice.
Yes.
And
I wanted to beat him to it.
last time, it's the first day of summer, guys.
Today is?
Yeah, first day of summer. That's what the longest day. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Those are the days. So
Summer
happy,
solstice.
happy all of those days to you.
It is
Happy
freaking
summer
warm
solstice.
today in the
God.
Sacramento.
Tomorrow's gonna be worse.
Yeah, it's getting worse and worse over the
It's
weekend.
supposed to be like 107 on Saturday.
I wonder
Yeah.
how much people just hate like random like us. Oh, the weather. Oh, it's the worst. Like I feel like that's the biggest cliche in any like a talk show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how about that weather, guys?
Well, I love one of our listeners, Greg, that lives in
With-
Minnesota.
yeah, like
he like has to deal with snow, and I'm like, God, it's so cold. It's like 50 here. He's all really 50. It's like 10 below here, and he's like, I'm like 3 feet of snow, and I'm like, ugh,
no, thank you.
yeah, no,
Move to somewhere warm.
I know. He left California
Oh,
to go to Minnesota.
I would do that.
What?
I like the cold.
No.
Give me 10 below.
You want to shovel snow?
I'll shovel snow.
All right.
I don't care.
Yellow snow?
Sure, I'll make it and then shovel it.
Make a slushy.
Yeah.
The point being, no one likes 107.
Yeah.
No one likes
Nobody.
107.
107 the end.
Oh, no. We don't talk about them. They killed somebody with water.
All right.
They did. Hold
Ready
your-
to get into the what?
Was that the end of the days of the week,
Yeah,
Aaron?
I said
Yeah.
that.
All right.
Come on.
Jeez, Logan, get with the program.
Hold your wee for a wee.
I do remember that.
Don't we all?
Yeah. So,
So
I can't get
the story goes, what they held a contest.
really great
Yeah.
contest.
Uh-huh.
Man. No, this isn't slander because it actually happened.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's news.
Uh,
Old news in Sacramento.
Right. It's like from 10 years ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
They were holding. It was when the Wii came out, the Nintendo Wii, and they held a contest called "Hold Your Wii for a Wii." You had to keep drinking water, not go to the bathroom, and then whoever lasted the longest won a Nintendo Wii. Just so happens that somebody drank so much that they drowned themselves and
Yep.
died.
Isn't
and
that
then
crazy?
Everyone on the morning show got fired.
Yep.
The whole morning show went away. So I'm not laughing because somebody died. I'm laughing because it's just like, why didn't they think of that?
Or why didn't they? I mean, would
so
you really think
stupid.
about that? You think people would just pee their pants before
Well, some people are dedicated to
really
getting-
wanted that Wii?
I would have done it.
Peed your pants?
Oh yeah, just like had a
Your
little baggie.
underoos?
I don't wear underoos.
Underoos. No, nobody know.
No.
All
Spider-Man.
right.
Homecoming.
Stuff we got going on this week.
Hold on.
No, Civil War when
Thank
he
you.
comes.
Jesus.
Sorry.
Sorry, Logan.
You have more patience than I do to
I
let him
know.
get there.
I'm sorry. I've derailed the show like 8 times already.
I can't get I want to build a snowman out of my head. It just keeps repeating and repeating. I hope the listeners are feeling the same way.
Yeah.
That it gets out of your head. I'm sure they're feeling the
Oh,
same
yeah.
way.
Do you want to build
Come on.
So on Tuesday, MGM and Warner Brothers released the first official look at Creed 2, which brings the Black Panther scene stealer Michael B. Jordan back as the new face of the Rocky franchise.
It's
steamed up about this movie.
man, he is just yoked out, dude.
Dude, he had to lose weight after Black Panther to be in this movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he
He was too big.
he's too big, and boxing training is just a lot of like cutting weight.
Right.
And that's why he's so like, you could just see like sculpted in this movie. He's so toned.
Because in Creed 2, isn't it him versus like Drago's son or something like that? Or
No,
is it?
That's this one.
That's what Creed 2.
Yeah,
is-
Creed 2 will be like that. The first one is him like coming out.
Right.
Pretty much his, they don't want him to box. He won't go under Creed's
The
name.
classic boxing story.
Dude, it is so
So you guys want
freaking
the
awesome.
log line for this movie?
What the heck? What
The
is
log line.
line?
That's what they. You know what?
Like the
Interesting. You
tagline?
should ask because I saw this word and had to look it up as well. So the log line or log line is a brief summary, usually one sentence summary of a television program, film, or book that states the central conflict of the story, often providing both a synopsis of the story's plot and an emotional hook. That was air quotes. Hook
Thanks.
to stimulate interest.
All right. Well, please go on dictionary.com.
That was the end.
What's the Urban Dictionary?
That was the end. Anyway, so
Oh,
would you like
yes,
would you like the log
I
line
would love the log.
for Creed 2?
Yes.
All right. So life has become a balancing act for Adonis Creed. Between personal obligations and training for his next big fight, he is up against the challenge of his life. Facing an opponent with ties to his family's past only intensifies his impending battle in the ring. Rocky Balboa is there by his side through it all, and together, Rocky and Adonis will confront their shared legacy, question what's worth fighting for, and discover that nothing is more important than family. Creed 2 is about going back to the basics to rediscover what made you a champion in the first place and remembering that no matter where you go, you can't escape your history.
You know what he needs to get back? The Eye of the Tiger. It's the Eye of the Tiger. It's the thrill of the fight.
I'm so done.
Rising up to the challenger bar.
No.
I forgot that last part.
I can get down with Eye of the Tiger. It doesn't.
Dude,
It's good, but
Rocky 3 is by far my favorite, but Rocky 4 is the biggest one because he fights Ivan Drago, and it's just an amazing movie. So I am super pumped when they're like, "Oh, they're making Creed 2." I was
Funny
like,
you say this. I got a note here that says Dolph Lundgren will
There
be
you go.
reprising his role is as Ivan Drago in this movie.
Yeah,
That's true.
because he fights Drago's son, so I'm guessing he's
correct.
in his corner. But I love that line where he's like, if he dies, he dies.
Wow.
Sorry, I love Rocky. I'm a huge Rocky fan. I didn't even know Rocky 5 existed
It does.
when I was younger because my brother sheltered me from it because that movie is terrible. It's terrible.
Can I be honest? I've only ever seen Rocky 1.
Are you serious? Rocky 1's a great film.
I've only ever seen it.
But Rocky 3, where he fights Mr. T, Clubber Lang,
Oh, I like Mr. T.
so good.
I don't know if I've ever like sat down and intentionally watched a Rocky movie.
I don't even feel
Yeah.
like I can look at you two anymore.
I've seen, you know,
Rocky
it was one
is
of those things like,
amazing!
oh look, here's half of it on TBS again. I
Right,
guess
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
leave it on. Sure.
Let's do it.
Yo, Adrian, I did it. Love that. That was a horrible impression. of
It was really
Stallone,
bad.
but it's so good.
Aaron, did you see the first Creed movie?
I haven't yet. I really want to because Ryan Coogler is the director, right?
Yeah, he
And
did
he's a
Black
guy-
Panther.
and I mean, there's nobody has said a bad thing about that movie.
On that mention,
Come on.
everybody that is seen on Instagram, I did pick up my Black Panther shoes,
Oh.
and I had to give a call out to see if I was able to buy them by Goat, and Goat gave me the permission.
They're shoes.
I know, but he bought them first, and I didn't want us to wear them at the
Oh.
same time.
What are
Got
these what are these shoes
It's
about?
like how all three
So
of
Marvel has done a mashup
Is it
with
like-
Vans.
is it like how all three of us have the same Costco shorts, but we've never worn them in the same
exactly
time?
because I refuse. If I know I'm going to hang out with you guys, I won't wear them.
I don't care. I rock them
I
all the
really-
time.
I
I
know
mean,
you guys do.
Yeah,
I
love
but
them.
I don't want to match.
I'm wearing
you
my other
guys.
Costco shorts right now. See, there's the gray ones.
Oh, you know,
I got them at the same time.
I put my Captain America board shorts on
Way to
for
go.
today.
So back to what I was talking about. Marvel has come out with a mashup with Vans, and they have come out with. They have a Black Panther high top,
Yep.
and then they also have a Hulk checkered slipper. You know, like from was that Dazed and Confused? No, not Dazed and Confused. They're real popular in Richmond High.
Yeah, the checkerboard print.
Yeah, so
basically,
that, but it's ripping open and it's Hulk's foot. They have Captain Marvel ones. They have Deadpool ones. So they have all these different shoes. And I went into the Vans outlet last night and picked me up a pair. So go on our Instagram.
I like how you did a purr because they're Black Panther,
Boom.
kitty cat.
I was hoping you would catch that. So go on our Instagram and vote if you like them or not. I put that up yesterday. So I'd love to hear what you guys think.
Awesome. Thank you, buddy.
So I might have to go back out and buy another pair.
Ooh, yeah.
The Deadpool ones are pretty sweet.
Oh, really? Yeah. I want to see him in person. You showed me a picture.
Dude, they look like his costume.
Really?
Like the material is like dead on.
That's awesome.
So it even kind of makes the noise, you know, like where like when he kind of like moves his hand, like his arms, and
Oh,
you hear
got
like
it, got
rub against.
I think he's making that up.
No, you don't.
Yeah, he's making
I'm
that up.
telling you, go check 'em.
Stop lying to me, buddy.
I always lie to you every
Stop
day.
crushing my dreams.
Well, what else would I do then?
I hate you, Mom. Sorry, that was.
We're at episode 111. How cool is that?
I mean, it's just a number.
I know, but I like the unity. Unity. All right. Sorry. Next.
So Creed, if you're a Rocky fan, probably you're gonna like it.
Oh, it's gonna be phenomenal.
All right.
Even if you're not a Rocky fan, you'll still love it because those are great movies.
Might have to check it out.
You're gonna.
It's gonna, it's gonna be.
I'm steamed up.
Are you?
I'm super steamed up. I'm like steamed to the steam because I love Rocky.
I'm
Sorry.
actually not even that big of a fan.
I hate
so.
you.
You know what it is? Is because he's Italian and he thinks he has to be a fan of Rocky.
No, I am the Italian stallion.
No,
yes,
that's Sylvester Stallone.
yes, James, I said it. I'm the Italian stallion,
gosh.
and you can't rebuttal because you're not in the room.
Well, he can write an email.
Yeah, shh. Don't tell him that because then he'll write in.
Oh, darn it.
All right, sorry.
So-
Not enough time on Rocky.
From comicbook.com, we got Invincible. It's
Yeah.
going to be coming out in an animated series. So with his first project at Amazon Studios, Robert Kirkman is set to adapt his second most popular comic, Invincible. According to the Hollywood Reporter, Amazon has given a straight-to-series order on an animated Invincible series based on the Kirkman and Cory Walker's comic series of the same name. The project was previously announced as a feature film at Universal, but this report suggests that the new animated series has taken over as the sole Invincible adaptation in the works. The series, though animated, is being described as an adult drama, much like the comic. Invincible follows a teenager named Mark Grayson, whose father is the most powerful superhero in the world.
Yep.
After turning 17, Mark starts to develop powers of his own and becomes his father's protege. The comic, which was mostly illustrated by Ryan Oddie, ran from 2003 to 2018.
It was a long running one.
Yeah, that's a good
I mean,
run.
granted, Walking Dead's been running since 2004, so
That's 15 years. That's pretty good.
That's a good run.
and it was really popular. There was points where Invincible was more popular than Walking Dead. Mostly before the show came on, it was way more popular than Walking Dead was.
Did you read the comics at all?
I've read about 6 of the Invincible comics, and they're good. Like it's like if Marvel, like it's all the Marvel stuff, but just more realistic and darker and more adult.
That makes me want to read
It's
it.
really good. From the 6 I read, it was very, very good.
Now I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch this show.
I'm
It's good.
intrigued.
I don't even have Amazon
When does
Prime.
it start? They just said they're gonna do it, right?
Yeah, they just said it's in the works, is what I got.
In the works. Whoa.
Was there an earthquake? Or was that
Yeah.
you stomping the floor, Logan?
Wasn't me stomping the floor.
Well, what shook the floor then?
Hulk.
Who knows?
Oh, okay.
Who knows?
It was mannequin limbs.
I didn't bring them here. They followed me from home.
All right,
What else
so
do we got, Logan?
next on the list, this is from originally uprocks.com that Chris Hardwick is basically getting scrubbed from everything Nerdist.
Here's the thing, man. I'm getting sick of this. Okay. I just want to be a fan of a male person in Hollywood. Can all of these men stop exposing their genitals and being jerks to women? I just want to be a fan of, oh man, Louis C.K. And, oh man, I love Kevin Spacey last year. No, you don't. Chris Hardwick. Oh my gosh, he's so likable in the Nerdist. Come on.
Abuse allegations.
It's bad. It's all bad. Matt Lauer, man, he was the best part of the today. Oh, now I have to like Al Roker. Ugh. Sorry. I'm just so pissed off right now.
It's so bad.
Ugh. Like,
Yeah.
I can't be a fan of any male celebrity because I'm just afraid.
Chris Pratt.
Oh, yep. There it is.
His social media is on point too.
He's good. RDJ?
RDJ.
He has some stuff in the past, but he's admitted to it. He has all
Which
that
is
heroin
smart.
stuff.
Yeah.
And he's all past it now.
He's aired his grievances.
He has. After he woke up in some random boy's bedroom.
It's a little weird.
Well, he was high on heroin.
So, a day after these allegations surfaced, AMC, for which Hardwick has hosted several programs, including the Talking Dead and Talking Bad after shows, announced they've pulled his Sunday night's Talking with Chris Hardwick's second season premiere. The network hasn't specified whether the move is a permanent one, but they've
Yeah,
at
it
least
is.
shelved the show, and Hardwick won't moderate July Comic-Con panels for AMC and BBC America
Which
as
is
planned
crazy.
while they assess the allegations. What I just heard, opening for
Hardly Heroes.
panel moderation.
Yeah.
Do you guys know anyone that does panel moderation?
This guy.
I've never done a panel moderation before.
Buddy.
Oh, you.
Hashtag Sterling.
Hashtag Sterling. I got it.
Hello, AMC and BBC America. We invite you to check out the Hardly Heroes YouTube channel.
Look, I don't want to.
Yeah, let's get
check
that
out our
out there,
skills.
listeners. Let's start telling them, hey.
So everybody, I
use
want you to
Hardly
go on.
Heroes.
I want you to go on Twitter. I want you to at AMC, at San Diego Comic Con, and at the BBC America.
Correct.
Just at all of them and say Hardly Heroes would be great moderators for your panels. Check them out.
And think about it. Then we can, start recruiting the listeners when we get big enough, and we'll have this huge, you can being a part of fold of the show.
Oh my gosh,
It'd be awesome.
it would be awesome.
Could you imagine? Oh my god, I couldn't even imagine if I got to.
Oh man, yeah,
Host
it's
one
just
of those
man.
panels.
It's like, can we just be civil to women right now for like a second,
Hot second,
please?
more than a hot second. I
Maybe
thought
like
somebody would say
maybe like
something.
for a lifetime.
There you go.
That would be great. Ugh. So yeah, it's
That
unfortunate
just-
because it's another male abusing his power allegedly, but it's also like it's a big hit to the nerd community.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he was like numero uno.
Right. And it's like it's just bringing up the sexism in gaming and in comics and everything. It's bringing it all back up, and it's putting it on the forefront, and it's not gone. It's still there, and it's just
'Cause
sad.
It was Kevin Smith was the numero uno like nerd, and then Chris Hardwick like just
Yeah. Oh yeah.
was number one. He just kind of took over that mantle, and now that he's kind of got teared down, everybody's like, oh, whoa.
Great.
Because he was squeaky clean.
Yeah. He was like,
And everything he was doing was awesome. Everybody was loving it. The Nerdist was, blew up. His talk show, everything was doing really good. It just, that's going to hurt.
yeah.
But now I'm ready to step in.
But and now I think it was after Matt Lauer, I'm like, it could be anybody. It could be any celebrity that I know.
So if I ended up getting this job, Aaron, would I be, your new role model?
No, never. Oh,
What do you
God,
mean?
no.
You just said Chris Hardwick was. Why
No, no,
wouldn't
no.
I be if I stepped
No.
into that shoe?
Chris Hardwick wasn't my role model. Kevin Smith's my role model. I
What
hated
if Kevin Smith was like, "Hey, you're awesome."
to you.
Yeah,
I would think he's gone crazy, and I'd probably disown my fandom of him.
I don't believe you
Yeah,
would.
I
That's
would.
a
I would
lie.
burn my sign pad.
No, you wouldn't.
Oh man. So yeah, that's.
And then I got to be a guest on Fat Man on Batman.
Oh gosh, you've never even listened to the show.
I have.
Okay. Well, the new with Mark Bernardin and
Yeah. Well.
yeah, that's what I thought. Anyways.
Oh, that's good.
All right, so our last item here is this is big news, I
Oh,
think, for
got some
Hardly
big
Heroes.
news?
This impacts us around here a little
Really?
bit. I feel like this might be the fault of some people in this room.
Are we getting a White Castle in Sacramento?
Ooh.
Because that impacts the show.
I've never eaten there.
Me neither. That's why it impacts the show.
What about a Whataburger?
I like In-N-Out.
I've never had Whataburger.
Me neither. Sorry, keep going, Logan.
So this is originally from io9.com. They say, after the disappointing box office of Solo, a Star Wars story, a new report says that Lucasfilm has put all future Star Wars stories standalone movies on hold. That means, at least for now, no Boba Fett movie, no Obi-Wan movie, and no Solo spin-offs. The news comes via Collider mere days after another report that a whopping 9 Star Wars movies were in development, and that was probably true. In addition to the Obi-Wan Kenobi and Boba Fett movies that are definitely in the works, there's the new film series by Rian Johnson, as well as David Benioff, is that how you say his name?
David Benioff from
Benioff?
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And D.B. Weiss. Those 2 series are still in development and, according to the report, are likely to lead the next phase of the Star Wars saga.
Look, I'm fine with that because I actually was excited about the Rian Johnson trilogy. And I mean, the guys the Game of Thrones kids I could watch anything that they do. They're really, I trust in their ability to do to make a thing.
In me.
Stop singing.
Trust in me.
That's not even a song.
It's from
You're just
Jungle Book.
You're just singing words.
Trust in me.
I hate you.
Whatever. I am actually very excited about this. I've been
Of course you are.
yelling and just saying how much I wanted them not to go backwards, to just go forwards, because there's so much to Star Wars that we have yet to unravel.
I can't wait until because we don't know what Rian Johnson's trilogy's about, right?
No,
I hope it's a prequel trilogy. Oh my god, I hope
there's
it
no way.
Samesies.
Really? There's no way?
You think it would be before?
Yeah.
Like before Anakin.
Yes.
But the thing that you have to realize that you've done is that all you've done is made there be less
Right.
overall Star Wars.
So you're saying you weren't excited because you knew that a Lando movie was coming. Now it's not. D-Glove's
I'm
Lando
okay
movie.
with it.
What?
And it's not like that's not replacing something else.
Right.
It's you would have got all these other things
and
and
I'm
this.
fine with that.
man, and you know
I don't really care to know their backstory because you've done so. Like, I don't want to see iconic characters. I have a version of what they are
Sure.
in my head, and I don't like convoluting and changing it. It feels weird, and
well-
it's hard for me to get into
hold
the
on.
movie.
Hold on, I got to make an argument to that because there's no changing Boba Fett. We don't have a backstory for him. He was a guy who didn't have any lines in the movies. This is a character that the fans propped up and made him more than he was.
Oh, definitely.
And I would have loved a Boba Fett movie because I know nothing about that character.
But see, why does that matter? Why don't you want to know more about the Mandalorians,
I don't know.
not just Boba Fett?
Because Boba Fett is the charismatic character.
So, but then it's
How is he
only
charismatic?
things
Exactly.
we can only learn about new things in the
Right.
future
No,
about
but I'm
the
saying,
Mandalorians.
why does it just have to be him? Why can't it just be about his kind?
That's how you
You
tell
know,
the
like-
story about the Mandalorians is through Boba Fett.
Right.
You could do it a different way, which they did in Rebels, which you guys refused to watch, which blows my
I
mind.
don't refuse. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna
you
watch
started it and then finished it.
I watched 2
So,
episodes.
like in Rebels, they unraveled something that has
Sure.
never happened in
Sure.
Star Wars history.
I think I know what you're talking about. At the
Yeah.
end?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know if we're gonna really talk
No,
about
you don't
it.
have to. It's still.
But
kinda
it's
fresh.
still fresh. But there's something that they did that they have never done in any Star Wars, and I thought that was freaking awesome. But it has nothing to. Well, actually,
It does.
it does. But it unravels something new in Star Wars that they can change, which I think would be fun. And on your note of saying, what if it's before
Yeah.
the episode 1?
Right.
I'd be fine with that if there's no characters from episode 1 in it.
Got it.
Because that's how I feel. I'm just done with
So there's
pulling back
stipulations.
old characters.
Okay. Well,
Can there be midi-chlorians? Do those count as a character?
Yes, they don't.
yeah. Yes, they don't.
Yes, they don't.
All right. Well,
So
I was going to do a bit a little bit
that's
longer, but
okay.
I didn't.
That's fine.
I did a
But
buddyism instead.
I'm. I like Star Wars. I want more Star Wars in my life. The better. It's not like yes, there's bad pizza. I love pizza. I love most all pizzas. I'll eat a 99-cent frozen pizza from Winco.
Did you like the end of the movie?
Yes.
end of what?
Solo.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe
See-
it made me more interested to see that maybe this is
And
going to
I
turn into
lo-
a fun story.
and
See,
I
I
liked-
felt the beginning of Solo was awesome.
Okay.
The end of it was terrible. The
It's not-
whole love
okay.
interest with her, and that's what bugs me, is if they go somewhere new,
Sure.
that's where it would be great, because the beginning part of the movie was the best part of it. It was this huge adventure, this guy coming into his own and figuring out who he wanted to be and stumbling, of what's going on and finding himself. But then he follows this love interest, which is never going to work because who he falls in love with later.
But that's okay.
And that's what I'm saying is, why can't you just do that with new Star Wars and you don't need to already know what that person's backstory is going to be?
We can maybe, regardless,
Yeah.
you've made less Star Wars.
Right.
Is all you've done.
This is true.
Ultimately, with all your
No,
Star
'cause they're
Wars
still
fans
gonna
and all
come out
your
with a bunch. They're still going to come out with a bunch of Star Wars. What do you want? 3 Star Wars movies a year?
I would love 3
yeah,
Star
that'd
Wars
be
movies
great.
a year.
Do it.
Yes.
Awesome.
I don't know. We'll see. But
So
I feel it's
I-
going to be better.
I've got maybe a different idea of perhaps why
Perhaps.
Solo didn't do quite as well and why they're deciding to kind of pull this back a little bit right now is that Disney has the 2 biggest things going that like ever, Marvel and Star Wars.
And yeah.
And and honestly, I think
And they're
to this point,
close to Fox. They're
like-
just right there.
Marvel is just ruling everything right now.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Solo came out not that long after Infinity War. Like, I was still on an Infinity War hangover when Solo came out, honestly. Like, I
Yeah.
just almost wasn't even ready for some, like, new big thing. And I feel like they could even be picking up on that. It's like, we don't need to be burning these both up at the same time.
Because wasn't it a week after Infinity War or 2 weeks
2
after?
weeks.
It was something like that.
Was
it
it
was
that fast?
Yeah.
2
Golly.
What's this golly? You're the old man.
Golly.
Shuckers.
Gosh.
No, but also at the same time, I think they should have stuck to the November schedule, or no, December schedule.
Yeah.
Because there's not much coming out, but they tried to do all these blockbusters
Right.
back to back, and
Yeah.
it gets a little convoluted, and you try to stack up too much because all the summer blockbusters are coming out.
Jeez. I looked and I was like, man, we're going to be talking about movies every week.
Yeah, I mean, even with Ant-Man and Wasp like coming up now, there was so many movies right around then. You know, you had Deadpool, you had, you know, you still had
yeah.
Avengers, you had
Hereditary.
why can't I think of it? Avengers Infinity War. You had all of those, and now just what, in 2 weeks we're getting Ant-Man and Wasp?
Which I'm actually excited about. I was less excited a few weeks ago, but I'm getting more excited for it because the Infinity War is I'm slowly being less depressed about it.
But that's what I'm saying. If you didn't need to put a Star Wars film in between all
Yeah.
these Marvel movies,
Yep.
give it time to, like he said, dissipate and get out of your mind. Because I was totally on like a high of
Yeah.
Avengers Infinity War, especially because that had been building for 10 years. And then 2 weeks later, you drop a Star Wars movie. I just think everybody wasn't ready for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, and it's not a permanent thing. They're just kind of reevaluating. They're going to retool some scheduling stuff. They're going to retool some story stuff, and we will get more spin-offs, just not yet.
Yeah.
Because they didn't spend that $1 billion for nothing. They still need to make all their money.
Oh, I mean, they made their money back in merch.
no, I know. Yeah.
But I mean, with movies, there's so many so many movies that they come out with that are just new Star Wars stories.
Yeah.
And on top of it, what you're not thinking is animated shows as well.
Yeah.
Which they do have that animated show coming out soon.
Yeah, and it's around it's around the Force Awakens, right?
Yeah, so they're kind of keeping it in that realm, which I really like the animated series. Disney did really well with Rebels, so I'm excited for the next one.
Yeah. I really wonder how much different Solo would have done if it came out around like Christmas time. I feel people are kind of feel a little bit more nostalgic and stuff around the holidays too. Like it might have just landed better with people, you know.
Yeah, maybe.
Landoed better.
Oh, hey-o!
There we go.
That was good. Yeah, I just think, timing is everything, and they just,
I got to Han it to you.
ooh, that was good.
All right. Did you click, click, click? You hear everybody's pod being turning off.
They're like, all right.
Ooh, that was good.
All right. I think that's the main things we wanted to talk about in the
Yeah.
news.
You
Probably
guys
about
just wanted to railroad me.
Yeah.
I get it.
Choo choo.
Grandma Choo Choo?
No. You said railroad, so I did a train sound effect. It's fine. Nobody knows who Grandma
Yes,
Choo Choo
my
is.
water was delicious.
Let's
I
get
was.
into this Incredibles 2 review. We got emails to do after, and then you mofos got to play this game.
All right. So you want me to do like the cast and all that stuff for you?
Do it.
I got it all. So written and directed, Incredibles 2 by Brad Bird. Really good. Did you?
Bird?
No. Brad Bird.
Oh, okay.
No relation to our Bird.
How do you know?
I don't know actually. I'm making an educated guess.
Okay.
Because she's never said anything about it.
Bird, friend of the show, villain of the show, Buddy's arch nemesis.
Ugh.
So we got Craig T. Nelson, Bob Parr, Mr. Incredible. Holly Hunter, Helen Parr, Elastigirl. Sarah Vowell, I think, as Violet Parr.
Can I buy a valve?
Yes, you may. Huck Milner as Dash. Catherine Keener.
Zeta-Jones.
Catherine Keener as Evelyn DeVore. And then Eli Fakil. That's what I said. Fakil as Jack. Bob Odenkirk as Winston. And Sam Jackson as Lucius, a.k.a. Frozone.
Bob Odenkirk the whole time when I saw this movie was, who is that? I know that
Yeah.
voice. Who is that?
Oh, and
That's
Brad
fun.
Bird, if you didn't know, even in the last movie, he plays the voice of Edna Mode,
Oh,
which I didn't know.
didn't know that either.
So, and when I said, Rick Dickerson, he's the first character.
Mm-hmm.
Bob Odenkirk, also from Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
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 That's really awesome. I was like, I know that voice.
Yep.
So, what did you guys think? Initial thoughts.
Me first?
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah. You saw it too, right, Logan?
I did.
It was almost, to tell you the truth, I'm kind of like bittersweet about it because I'm upset that it took them this long to make this movie.
Oh, they're going to make, I'm sure Incredibles 3 will come out in the next, at most 3 years.
Because it was kind of funny is I feel Incredibles is a lost kind of movie.
Oh, yeah.
It was huge when it came out, but everybody kind of forgot about it. Nobody really talked about it, but it had a huge following.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's been what, 10 years?
10 or 15. I think it's actually 12 years.
So 12 years since this movie has come out, to come out with the sequel. And I don't get why it took so long.
Dude, I don't get it.
Like-
I don't know. I don't understand why they made Finding Dory before they made Incredibles 2.
Yeah, Incredibles 2, I feel is like almost like a Cars to me, like a juggernaut of a movie, and that they could have built so much around it, and they waited way too long.
I have my problems with Cars.
Uh-oh, Logan is looking very disappointed over there.
Are you
about-
okay?
No, I was just I was curious.
stewing.
That was it was a very intense on the mention of Cars, and I was just surprised.
Yeah, why do you hate Cars?
Because Cars is the only movie in the Pixar universe that doesn't work. It doesn't follow any of the rules of the Pixar universe.
So you're saying there's rules to imagination.
Yeah.
Why is there rules to imagination?
Because life has rules. We don't live in anarchy.
I watch movies to forget about the rules.
It just doesn't make sense in the scope of the Pixar universe. Every other movie makes sense in this world except for Cars. Where are the humans? Where did they go? How did they get in? How did Cars become sentient beings?
Evolution.
No.
You been to Cars Land at Disneyland though?
No.
Oh,
I haven't
man.
been to, I haven't been to Disneyland since I was 16.
Nailed it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Nailed it.
That ride's fantastic too. It's
Not
one of
even
the
just
best
the ride,
themed
the
rides.
whole
Yeah.
park, like the part that they built, it looks dead on like the movie.
You turn the corner and you just feel like you're walking down the street in Radiator Springs. It's pretty cool.
It's
I know, it
so
looks
good.
There's a fun theory that what it is it is an evolutionary thing that all these cars became smart and they killed their owners, and when they killed their owners, they got their personalities. Like Lightning McQueen, his driver was a race car driver. He killed him and became him. It's weird.
So real fast, talking about Disneyland and
Oh,
Cars
come on.
Land. Seeing that how good Cars Land came out, how excited does that make you for the Star Wars Land?
I'm super pumped to see it for sure. I'm terrified of how destroyed it's going to be. Just the crowds are going to be
At first,
insane for so long.
At least 3 or 4 years.
You know, I read this today actually that they're starting to work on like having tiered passes. So
Yeah.
like they just opened up the Pixar Pier. They redid the Paradise Pier in California Adventureland into the Pixar Pier, and it was shut down for a while. And they're going to open it the day before for 6 hours to people who want to pay $300
My God.
for 6 hours to go be the first ones to go check it out.
I mean, people will do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's one of, like, you know, from Disney's perspective, if you get 100 people that pay $100, or, you know, if you have 10 people that pay $1,000, it's the same amount of money
This is
through
true.
the door. So
It's crazy.
it'll be interesting to see how they do that. I've kind of liked how Disneyland has always had, like, the passes it's the same cost, and then they do the fast pass thing. So it's basically,
Yeah.
if you just kind of move around and plan your day, you don't wait in line hardly at all most of the time.
I just don't
honestly.
like that they're trying to limit
Lemon?
it to people, because that takes away from what Disneyland is.
So this was a giant tangent off of
I was
Incredibles 2.
I was waiting because I have the plot synopsis for
Sorry.
Incredibles 2 I was going to read.
Bringing it back.
Thanks.
Sorry.
So,
back to
because this
Incredibles
is a
2.
non-spoilery review, I'm going to
Yes.
do a non-spoilery-ish plot summary of Incredibles 2. I mean, everybody kind of knows,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, everybody's favorite family of superheroes is back in Incredibles 2. But this time, Helen is in the spotlight, Elastigirl, leaving Bob at home with Violet and Dash to navigate the day-to-day heroics of normal life. It's a tough transition for everybody, made tougher by the fact that the family is still unaware of baby Jack-Jack's emerging superpowers. When a new villain hatches a brilliant and dangerous plot, the family and Frozone must find a way to work together again, which is easier said than done, even when they're all incredible.
Jack killed the movie. He was the best part
Here's the
of it.
thing. I was nervous because we always get into, like, about Baby Groot,
Yeah.
about the about Minions, like, What's Gru? What's the Despicable Me?
Oh yeah.
Was great, and the Minions were great in the first one, but then they got a whole movie,
Yep.
and I hate the Minions now. Like I hate them. I was afraid I was gonna hate Jack Jack. Literally the best part of the movie. Every
Dude,
time he was on.
Real fast, the raccoon.
Well, just
Best part.
there was 4 big fight scenes in this movie,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's in the trailers. The raccoon versus Jack Jack fight scene is, I'm gonna put it up for the best fight scene in any movie. It was so low stakes, and I don't care.
It was so
oh my
great.
God, it
I was rolling.
And I think because I'm a father.
Oh, who? You're a
Xander.
protector of man?
Correct.
Thank you.
There were so many, like, they got Baby so good. Like I saw Xander in Jack Jack so many times in that movie. It was great.
That was so funny.
And because I don't know, have you guys seen Incredibles the original?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Recently? Like recently?
I don't
Because
know.
No, I don't know.
Incredibles 2, I've seen some side by sides. It looks very similar to Incredibles 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much better looking.
Really?
Like it's insane.
Like Toy Story 1 to 2 better?
Right.
Oh, wow.
Even better than that.
Huh.
I'll just say one thing: the waffle. When the dad makes the
yeah.
waffle,
Mhm.
it looked real. That didn't look like an animation. That looked like a real waffle. I was blown away by a waffle. Oh, so good.
I love Dash.
I like Dash too, but he was very. I like Dash as a character.
They underused him.
In this movie, not used well at all.
No.
It was very similar to the first one. It was very one note. I don't know. I wasn't a fan of Dash. I like him as a character,
I
but
love him as a character. I think he's so funny.
it felt the exact same, like rehashing everything from the first one.
Yeah, like his exact jokes and all
Right.
that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
But no, it was like this movie was great. I think it's better than the first one.
Yeah. I got really
I gotta watch it again.
Right.
I got exactly what I wanted
Right.
out of it, basically, and I think that's really mostly what you ask for when you go to see a movie. It to me, when I watched this, I thought that I saw the 3rd and 4th hour of Incredibles.
Right.
1 is kind of what, and that's what they said they were going to give you, basically, and that's what you got.
But you think they could make 2 more of these movies?
They're going
Oh, yeah.
to make 2
But that's
more.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying is that's why it surprises me that it took them this
As
long.
long as
to
Craig
make
T.
these.
Nelson doesn't die, they're going to keep making them.
Because these, this movie like went off without a hitch. Like
And so
for
I got,
taking that long of a break,
I
it
got
was
some
awesome.
numbers.
Mhm.
So
Some numbers.
So total domestic box office, $233 million. The highest grossing opening weekend for any animated movie ever.
That beat Solo, I think, didn't it? It was like right
I don't
in
have
there.
that. Yeah.
From when you said it before.
And then
it was right in
worldwide,
there.
foreign and domestic, $308 million it made just by today.
Wow.
And it has a Rotten Tomato score of 94% fresh. That's critics. Everybody knows. I think the audience score is 90 or 80, like high 80s or low 90s. It's wonderful. It's just great.
Yeah, it was fun. I like the visuals too of like the motorcycle that Elastigirl rides, the Elasticycle, and the whole like
Oh, that was
all
cool.
the kind of just the way that they put that all together, and just kind of how she rides it around and uses her powers in combination with it is cool.
So I don't get, because I love, Bob Odenkirk, the guy, who I'm talking about. He played Saul in Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. It's weird to me because like Holly Hunter, who plays Mrs. Incredible, she has a very distinct voice. Like, that's Holly Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
But in both of these movies, I don't see Holly Hunter. I see the character. When I heard Bob Odenkirk's voice, it took me out of it. I'm like, I never saw the character when I heard that voice.
He kind of looked a lot like him.
Very
too, I
close.
think.
Just like him.
Yeah.
That was the only I love it. I loved him, but it didn't feel right, I guess, to me. Bob Odenkirk in it, but I don't know.
Yeah. I didn't know that he was in it, and the whole like his voice came on, and I just like it's like, where is it coming from? And it just light bulb in the middle of it. Oh, so satisfying as soon as I realized.
But it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have anything else on it? I think that was.
I was gonna see if you guys want
Yeah.
to get into this game.
Well, would we say
I give it the Hardly Heroes stamp of approval.
Shitting?
the shitting? So that'd be the and the ting.
Ting. You know what I was surprised about is that in the first Incredibles there was a lot of threats of death, like a lot. There was a lot of murder, a lot of death, and a lot of threats of death. In this movie, not one bit.
Not much.
No death. Really weird.
Riri?
Mr. Incredible almost killed a woman with a bear hug in the first movie. Like, was this close to killing a woman with a bear hug. Granted, she was literally the size of a toothpick. But in this movie, nothing. I wonder why. Like, it was a lighter tone.
You're right a little bit. I would
yeah.
agree.
And that's it. That's all
It's
I got.
good.
So, what else? Oh, shitting.
Oh, so real quick, I did go. I double teamed. I double dipped the chip again.
You don't
double
when
dip?
I went to go to the movies. This is my new favorite way to go to the movies. Is just double feature in the theater. It's how you get max mileage out of the giant popcorn and giant soda with the refill.
Yeah, but see, I refuse to pee during a movie, so I would have to wait.
Yeah, see, I pee too much during a movie.
Yeah, I've come to learn that I'm just gonna have to go. So I just position myself and prepare basically.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's ingrained.
I like to have my little sugary soda keep me up feeling good during my movie, and it's worth some pee
Oh.
breaks.
Let me break.
Anyway, so I saw Tag
Yes.
just before Incredibles 2.
Jeremy
I wanna
Renner.
see it so
John
bad.
Hamm.
Yes, and we talked about this. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. Jeremy Renner supposedly broke his arms.
And it was from a fall off of chairs. It was some stunt having to do with chairs.
I could see actually now where that could have happened.
It was the first take, he said, with doing the stunt with the chairs.
Oh man. So
I wanna
anyway,
go see it.
It's a movie about a group of guys who have played the same game of tag for 30 years, basically, and it was really funny. Definitely a super adult humor.
Oh,
It's gonna be like if you like Wedding Crashers or Superbad or something like that. I think you're really gonna like this movie. It's an awesome lineup of comedians. There's some that I went through the credits on IMDb of everyone that's in there. There's kind of a special appearance that's based on a geography that the movie goes into, and I was like, I wonder if they even list this person
Really?
in the credits, and they don't.
Oh.
So there's kind of a special appearance of someone that's not even listed if
Okay.
you look on IMDb.
Interesting.
They really do a good job. To me, this is kind of one of these like comedy all-star movies, a little bit of
Right.
people who are just really funny right now, and they kind of mash their humor styles together a little bit, and it works really well.
I'm excited because I feel like we've been in kind of a lull recently with comedies.
Yeah.
Like, there was a good, the Seth Rogen movies were great, and then they kind of got boring and stale, and we've been in like a 3-year hiatus of funny
Adam
movies.
Sandler's movies
Haven't
are
been funny in
terrible.
10 years. I know. But, like, we got this. I've
Super
heard
Troopers 2
Super Troopers 2 is coming out, or did come out.
did come out.
Sorry.
420.
And I've heard Blockers, the one with John Cena, is really funny. And I'm hoping we're getting into this new genre of new form of funny movies coming out, because I haven't been impressed with funny movies recently, and these are
It's
they're getting
hard
there.
for comedies though in the theater
Yes.
because usually you got to watch them a couple times to get all of it.
You call me
This-
dumb?
Yeah.
Oh, you're probably right.
This was a good, solid laughing out loud the
Yeah.
entire time. There was a guy sitting next to me he was probably 63, 64,
Did
something
you
like
give
that.
him a
that was
business card?
laughing the whole time.
That's our demographic.
Did you give him a business?
I should
Here,
have.
I do a
Miserable
podcast.
fail.
What's a podcast?
Yeah, right. So the physical comedy in it is really good. Also, the way it's they have the movie kind of goes where it's like jokes, tag showdown,
Right.
super tag showdown, jokes, tag showdown. It's
Good. I mean, it's exactly
awesome.
what
Yep,
you would imagine it would be.
exactly.
Good. I love it. I still need to see it.
All right, so I would say, I mean, it's just me, but can I
do it.
Yeah.
I gave it the shitting.
I love that one.
Hilarious.
Really good.
Clean.
It's
Not for kids.
It's subtle, yet charming.
And it's very clean.
It is. It feels right. You know what I'm saying? Anyways. Thanks.
All right. So now, before we get to the game,
Yeah.
we have some Sidekick mail to go through.
We do.
Sidekicks
And we
again.
got to rush through this.
It's what we call our listeners. We're the Hardly Heroes. Sidekicks. It's our listener base. If this is the first time you're joining us as a sidekick.
Yes.
We hope it'll not be your last.
I'm not Russian. I'm Croatian.
Oh, man.
Are you sad about that?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I was hoping you knew Ivan Drago.
Nope. Do not. I don't even know Vladi or Peja. But they're Serbian, not Croatian. So
Get it right.
So very lucky us, 2 weeks in a row, we have correspondence from the Indian Viking
Yes.
who bequeathed upon us.
Oh,
Or no, I'm sorry. No, bequeathing is only if you have to
Right.
die and then give it
Yes.
away.
I'm so
I
sad.
hope
what
he
it
hasn't
is.
died.
I wrote down what you said, log line, and I meant to say this is the log line for Incredibles 2. Darn it! Come on!
Way to miss your opportunity.
Yep.
Why do I even write stuff down if I'm going to forget to look at the page?
It's terrible.
Sorry. Anyways. Keep
So,
going.
Sonny, Indian Viking, as we like to call him, gave us the amazing intro from last week.
Yep.
And a great email. Says this time around, the Spawn movie was awesome for its time, Sprinkles.
Boom.
It was awesome for its time!
I never said it wasn't.
So hush.
I'm sorry.
And the new Venom movie totally stole some of its scenes from Spawn, I am sure.
See? He knows.
All right.
Good job,
If you
Sonny.
say so.
Logan, you liking Spawn, you get a plus in my book. Thank you, Indian Viking.
Where's this book and why is it full of pluses?
So he says, yes, take me. And I think he means take the cardboard me of him that we
Yes.
took to the Infinity War event. Hardly Heroes Infinity War opening weekend fan experience.
Yes.
See the video on YouTube.
Yep.
So he says, yes, take me out for a Spawn movie. Why not take me on a date, then a beer, and after the movie, we can go to a strip club where you guys can buy me a lap dance. The faces on people and the reactions would be priceless.
We would need a video of that.
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to start taking Sonny to like random
Yes.
places. and
River
just
Cats
leave.
games.
There you go.
I wonder if we would have to buy a seat for him, or would he sit on our lap?
Would he want to sit? Sonny, do you want to sit on our laps if we go to a
He's not going to
baseball game?
Kings game then if we have to buy another seat for him.
He's going to sit wherever he wants. He doesn't have any legs. So in the email that he wrote us last week, he gave us some Norwegian for Sprinkles to
Yeah,
read.
I
He
did
says,
yeah.
Sprinkles, is some part of you Norwegian?
This is true.
You read the message in Norwegian almost perfectly.
Yeah.
Just so you know, I in Norwegian is pronounced as E in English.
I will remember that. And
What-
I am part Norwegian. Yeah, that is true.
So translated, what you read was, have an effing nice show, boys. Best regards from that Indian dude in Norway.
There you go.
Nice.
I like it.
And he goes on to talk a little about the stuff we talked about video games in E3 last week, as you remember. So he says, I love Elder Scrolls. You should
Yeah.
really try it with the VR. It is amazing.
I want to do. Oh,
Don't forget, I'm a Dungeons and Dragons guy, so Fallout and Elder Scrolls is the same hype for me. Only reason I didn't mention it last time is since there is so little information about it. I think that's the new Elder Scrolls. There's very little
yeah.
information.
It was just
right?
it was just like an
we're
announcement.
making it basically.
So that's awesome.
And then Fallout we talked for a while because it's kind of so Fallout's supposed to be sort of like that, but it's more into the world and not so much wizards and swords and stuff. So he says if you want to play the old Fallout, I would play Fallout 2. It's my favorite. It's my favorite of all the games. The new ones didn't stay 100% true to the game mechanics of the original game.
Wow.
For its time, it was a great game. You have to test out the Fallout guys because it has a unique gameplay. I was more of an Elder Scrolls guy, but there was something about Fallout that everyone was talking about. I needed to check it out, even though I am still, as Sprinkles is, more of a sword and magic dude than
Yeah.
post-apocalyptic. When I tried it, I was surprised how similar it was to RPG games, but that I loved yet different. It reminded me of XCOM mixed with RPG elements from the sword and magic games. A vast world, unique NPCs, that's non-playable characters.
There you go. No, is it non-player or non-playable?
I think it's not. Same thing, right?
No.
Computer characters.
I have no idea.
A vast world, you
That,
unique.
no, that would be
NPC,
NCC.
And many, many side missions that end in a different way.
Yeah.
Join a cult or an organization.
Oh.
You could play the game over and over again with the same quest, and the game would give you a totally different ending, feeling, and experience each time. I still play Skyrim and Fallout and still get derailed by the side quests. Great show, guys, as always. Next week, you will get the Viking version of a voice clip.
Ooh.
There we go.
Got that to look forward to.
I'm pumped about that.
From Sonny,
There you go.
the Indian Viking.
Thanks, Sonny.
Thanks, Indian Viking.
Yeah.
Always look forward to your emails.
That was a good one.
That was very good.
So we got one
Can't
more.
wait to hear his intro.
We got one more. Oh, while I'm doing this, can you check iTunes just in case?
Yes.
Thank you. This one, the name on it is Sister. I don't know.
Sister?
I don't know what sister.
Sister!
I don't know what sister. It just
Mowgli!
says sister on the email. Let's see. This one says, "Hey guys, sister here once again." Could be
Sister?
could be my sister. Could be your sister, buddy. Logan, do you have a sister?
I do not have a sister.
So it can't
Not-
be
I
yours.
have
can't
those
be me.
sisters.
I just have one. So, hey guys, sister here. Just wanted to send a quick email to say a few things. Now, she numbered them too. 1, through this through this transition, you guys have done an amazing job with the show. I personally know how hard the work you guys put into it every week, and it shows when you come through my speakers. Well, thanks.
Thanks, sisters.
So I'm guessing this is your sister then,
I'm
because my
guessing.
sister doesn't listen.
Way to go.
Yeah, I know. I always enjoy tuning in every week. Y'all always make me laugh, and I look forward to hanging with you guys every week. 2, a few shows ago, you were talking about Ocean's 8. Sandy B's character is Danny Ocean's sister. She was never in any of the Ocean's movies before. That was Julia Roberts. Yeah, I know, Sheila. I was wrong. I'm sorry. Gosh.
She's so mean.
She is.
No, she's not. I love your sister. She's trying to fake Aaron out.
I know. So the email goes on. Get it right, boys. It was just me. It wasn't them. It was me. Have some respect for the ladies. 3. Not 3 ladies. This is number 3
Oh,
in the
okay.
list. Sorry. Sprinks. Big colored marshmallows are disgusting.
Thank you.
And you're terrible.
Yes. 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 Thank you, sister.
But
the
I-
big marshmallows are disgusting.
But
the colored ones,
I-
gross.
But I also love you. Love always and forever, Sheila. Thanks, Sheila.
I don't like that last part, but she is definitely right on the marshies.
So yeah, that was from Sheila.
Gross.
They're just, it's everybody's opinion. man. It's
Disgusting.
just marshmallows. All right, that was it.
All right, are you
We're at
guys
61 reviews.
Thank you. That's it. That's what we got.
I know. Nobody will give us a 5-star review.
Please, guys.
And thank you.
please and thank you. Yes, Logan, you're looking at me.
you ready for this game?
I'm a little nervous.
I'm ready.
You guys ready for this game?
Yeah.
I'm ready for this freaking
Hold on,
game.
before we
Alright.
go, I just want to mention I'm not going to get into it big time, but there's a new game on the phones. It's a Westworld game. Everybody needs to go check it out. It's like Fallout Shelter meets Sims meets You're Playing God.
I thought you were talking about the Disney game.
No. I haven't really gotten into that yet. So everybody go play the Westworld game. We all need to talk about it. So, Logan, go.
All right, so it's a pretty simple game here. I think this will be a fun game.
Hold
though.
on. Can I write things down? Is there cheating? What can I do? I mean, is there, guesses, hints?
You may not write down. You may not write down. This is a game
All right.
from memory.
Oh, great.
A little bit.
Oh,
So, Buddy wins.
So this is how the game is going to go. I have in front of me,
A piece of
according
paper.
to IGN.com,
oh no.
the top 10 Super Nintendo games of all time.
Okay.
You will each take turns
Okay.
naming a game on the list.
Okay. Who goes first?
I think we will rock paper scissors
Or
to see who
pick
goes
a number.
first.
We do. You think of
That's-
a number.
We can do pick a number.
You think of a number between 1 and 20,
1
Okay.
and 10.
1 and 10,
I can write it.
and then you can guess, and then I'll guess.
And then we go back and forth.
right,
So this is how the game goes. If you guess a game that is not on the list,
yeah.
that's a strike.
Oh.
Ooh,
3 strikes, and
you're out.
you're out.
And Bob's your uncle.
In-
Very simple.
In the old ball game.
So you don't have to get one every single time. You do have to try and outlast your opponent.
Correct.
If both of you
Ugh.
wind up striking out, whoever has the top game will win.
Wow.
So whoever is farthest up on the list.
All right.
All right.
I can do this.
All right, and you have to answer if someone strikes out. You have to answer correctly after them to win the game.
Now, what are the stakes?
The stakes are as follows. So we're going to review Jurassic World
Correct.
for next week is the plan. So whoever wins gets a ticket to go see Jurassic World this weekend. They get their ticket paid
Ooh,
for.
I like
and
that.
and the opposer's villain also gets a ticket.
Whoa.
Whoa.
So you are playing for yourself and against your villain. So if Buddy happens to win, Bird and Aaron win a ticket to go see Jurassic World.
Wow.
If Aaron happens to win, Buddy and Goat win a ticket to go see Jurassic World.
Ooh, I like that.
All right. Let's get into it.
All right. If you so
so-
we'll get into it. So you guys,
I have
so
my number.
let me. So how we're doing this 1 through what now?
10. So do you want to go first? You can go first if you have your number.
8.
Ooh, that's a good one. 7.
The number was 3.
I win.
Son of a
Aaron goes first.
All right. So we're doing these are
So-
top 10 Super Nintendo games.
Top 10 Super Nintendo games according to IGN.com. A correct answer will earn you this.
Yes.
An incorrect answer will earn you.
Oh my gosh, this is really
A
dramatic.
scurry.
I like it.
Aaron?
Okay, I have to go with the obvious. Super Mario Brothers. Super Mario.
Oh, no. He said Super Mario Brothers.
Well,
I
Super
think
Mario World?
yeah, okay. So
Oh,
he
see,
corrected
that's
himself.
messed up. He had
hold on.
already said it.
I'll give it to him.
Look,
I'll give
man.
it to him. Look, we got it. There's some things on here
Look.
we know what he meant.
don't like
We
that.
know what he meant.
look, jerk.
I don't like it one bit.
All right. Well, sorry.
I'm going to go with Donkey Kong Country. Ouch.
Donkey Kong Country is not on the list. That is a strike for Buddy.
Oh man, I can't think of the specific name. It's because that was N64. Can I just say I don't know if there's more than one. I'm Zelda.
I will give it to you. Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past.
There it is. Because I was gonna say Ocarina of Time, but that was N64.
It was.
Super Mario Kart.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, I got to at least get one.
Mario Kart on the list.
Street Fighter 2.
I will give it to you. Technically, it is Super Street Fighter 2
Fuck.
Turbo,
Of course
but
it is.
Street Fighter 2.
I hate
will
all
take
those
it.
extra names with the Street Fighter games. It's so dumb.
Mortal Kombat? What?
That's
is
two
bull.
Sorry,
strikes.
Mortal
This is
Kombat
bull.
is not on the list. You
Have-
still have an opportunity to come back.
Hold
you
on.
just
Do I have any
can't miss
strikes?
anymore. You do
No.
not have any strikes.
You have 2 strikes.
I have 2 strikes.
This is hard.
But it helps going first.
because right now I think I've said all the ones I know.
Sorry, there's games on here that have been talked about previously on this show. Remember, this is top 10 Super Nintendo games.
Super Smash Brothers.
that was mine.
Smash
Ooh.
Brothers was a Nintendo 64 game, not a Super Nintendo game.
I was-
Strike Sprinkles.
There it is. This is
So
it.
we
This
have-
is it.
So
This is
four-
it for me.
So four have been named. No, so we have 2 strikes, Buddy, 1 strike, Sprinkles.
I'm getting sweaty.
So
I
Buddy,
need to
Buddy's you have to match him though after.
Crap. right.
Um,
I'm standing up. I'm so nervous.
oh my God, I am stuck. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank right now.
Time has expired. I'm sorry.
Wow.
The listeners cannot wait
So
for
I
you
can't-
to
damn,
dig
I
through
have
the memory
no
banks.
idea.
Let's see. I'm trying to look around here. Is it?
Sound just tell us, sound it out. Tell us what you're going through in your head.
Going
here as
through-
you're trying to get to it. Can you close it out?
I keep thinking of N64 games.
Oh, where's his time limit?
I don't know.
All right.
I got nothing.
And yes, time has expired. So, buddy, I know since you called time limit, that means you are prepared right now
I'm
with
not
your game
super prepared,
ready to go.
but I'm going with. Oh, shit. Why am I drawing such a blank? This is irritating me so freaking bad. I'm going to go with. I already went with Donkey Kong. I'm going to go with NBA Jam.
I'm sorry.
Nin-
NBA Jam is not on the list.
Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles is not on the list.
Are you serious right now?
All right. Let's see.
I.
There's a couple
This
just
is-
like classic Nintendo games that had
hard.
one that had its very first start on Super Nintendo, and there's a series of games that we've not mentioned at all. That's an epic series
Oh,
that's
it's your
yet to
turn,
be mentioned.
Super Metroid?
Metroid
Yes!
Metroid is on the list.
Yoshi's Story.
Shut up! Are you serious?
Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. I will take
So
it.
good. You know what I meant.
I will take it.
It's
Oh my god. What the hell?
All right, we're down to only 4 left.
okay.
And Sterling, Buddy's got 1 strike or 2 strikes, and Sprinkles has 1. I'm gonna say, if you guys both get a strike on this next one, so we don't burn this into the ground,
Yeah.
We already
Sprinkles
Mortal
is Sprinkles
Kombat,
is the
yeah.
victor
Yeah.
What were the last two?
that we just said.
Mario 2.
No,
Yoshi's
what were
Island.
the ones we didn't get?
Are you throwing in the towel? Is that what you're
Oh
saying?
no, I thought you just said that
No,
Aaron
I'm saying
won.
No.
if you both don't get one right
Oh.
again this next time,
Right.
then we're gonna give
But
it.
if
to
he
Aaron.
gets one right and I get one wrong,
that's a strike. Yeah, then we keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
and it's your turn.
Madden.
Like 98, 97.
Madden is not on the list.
I'm just gonna say it because I don't know what it would be. An X-Men game.
Incorrect. Although, with that, you do take it down. Sprinkles is the victor.
Woo!
Bird and Aaron will be seeing Jurassic World this weekend,
Oh,
Yeah!
like that.
courtesy of Heart of
Bam!
Heroes.
Come on. Now tell me the rest.
So,
of the list.
all right, here's the ones that you
I-
missed.
Watch, we're gonna be so pissed off.
I know.
We're gonna
I don't
know
like
'em.
being on the time clock.
2. No, so number 1 that you guys got, Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. Number 2, which you missed, Chrono Trigger.
Never played
Oh,
that.
you know what? Man, that was a good RPG.
I think Goat is probably
Yeah,
screaming at
it was
the
a
top
good-
of his
I
lungs
know.
right now.
I never played that game.
Number 3, Super Metroid. Number 4, Final Fantasy 6. Any mention of Final Fantasy, I would have give that to you guys.
I didn't even. My
only
Final
played
Fantasy knowledge
7
only comes up from
PlayStation.
7-Up.
I know
I
that's
love that
just
soda too.
a Nintendo series at
I
all.
can't believe I said that.
Saying Final Fantasy, that's a safe bet, right? I mean, just throwing
No,
Final
you're
Fantasy
right.
out.
You're right.
Number 5 was Super Mario World. Number 6, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Number 7, Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island.
So good.
Number 8, Super Mario Kart. Here's one. This is one I was surprised that nobody got. Number 9, Star Fox.
Dude,
I
I
thought
thought
that
that
was
was
N64.
N64.
Damn it.
I almost said
Come
it too,
on.
but I was like, it wasn't on Super
Star
Nintendo.
Fox 64 was on N64.
See, you
but
know,
original
I was
Star Fox
never.
was
I've
Super.
never played a game of Star Fox in my
I
life.
love Star Fox, but I only played it on 64.
That's funny.
And number 10 that you guys missed, Super Mario RPG.
Oh my god!
I never played that.
Dude, it was ahead of its time. So good. It was a turn-based Mario RPG. It was so good. Oh, that was good. Logan, come
That
on.
was fun.
Y5.
Bing!
Bing, bing, bing.
That was awesome. That was a lot of fun.
Even though you lost,
yeah, actually, I had a lot of fun with that.
that was a lot of fun.
Well,
We've never
I can't believe NBA Jam didn't make the list. Amazing.
we've
game.
never done something because it's just me and you.
Mm-hmm.
I got pumped up, man. I'm standing up right now.
I'm
got
a little
sweaty.
pissed that it's 0-1.
I think Bird's gonna have a lot of fun with
Yeah.
your overall performance in this game.
I don't like
buddy.
Oh man.
I don't like it.
Well, thank you, Logan. That was
Yeah,
fun.
you guys got it. So I think that's pretty much all we had. Aaron, what movies are coming out this week?
Yeah, there was a lot of movies. There was like 6 movies, but all of them I didn't recognize the names, so they
All
were big.
blah.
Yeah. So, but Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom.
Yeah, there you go.
That's it. And I'll be seeing it for free. Come on! Woo! Yacha! That's how I feel.
I hate you.
You still got Tag and Incredibles 2 to go see too if you haven't seen those. There's no shortage of movies. Aaron's literally doing karate moves.
I'm
waiting
liking
for him to
standing
pull
up. I can
something.
be really I can emote a lot
And
when I'm standing
sidekicks,
up.
message us or email us and tell us what you think of the game, and maybe come up with your own games that you want to pin me and Aaron up against
Yeah.
each other.
BVS.
BBS.
Totally
once again.
copyright free. We're not saying what the B or the S stands for. BVS.
BVVS.
Right. Rail off those social media handles for
Come
us.
on.
You can find us on Instagram at Hardly Heroes. You can find us on Facebook at Hardly Heroes. You can email in the show at hardlyheroes@gmail.com.
That's true.
Please do that, by the
Yeah.
way.
And
This
email.
is the first time you've ever listened to the show. Well, you're thinking, man, they don't really want to hear from me. They got all these cool listeners that write in. That's true, but we want to hear from you more.
Definitely. And you can find us on Twitter at Hardly Heroes.
1.
Boom.
Shakalaka.
Good job. That's an NBA Jam reference, which should have been on that list.
I don't disagree with you. It was according to IGN.
So
They don't know anything.
Yeah, make sure you guys hit us up. Leave us a 5-star review, hopefully, on
iTunes.
Check out our YouTube content as
Yes.
well. We got panel videos from all the cool Colossus Girl panels that we go and moderate. We got a little video yearbook from the last panels, or the last con that we went to up in Medford, Oregon, kind of little overview of the whole con.
Yep.
And our next event is coming up on Saturday, July 28th. That'll be the Powerhouse Comic Con. It's another one done by Colossus Curl. The panels are alien themed for the most part. There's Christopher and Carrie Henn, who are Newt's brother, Rico Ross, who is
Pumped about
Private
that.
Frost, Cynthia Scott, who is Corporal Dietrich. We also have Vernon Wells, who is Wes in The Road Warrior, and Chainmail Sportin' Bennett in Commando, one of my favorite Arnold movies ever. And, of course, we got some Rangers from Megaforce, Yellow and Pink Rangers, Sarah Hannah and
Yes.
Christina Masterson. And if you go to powerhousecomiccon.com to buy tickets, they're only $11, but if you use the promo code Hardly Heroes, that's all caps, no spaces, Hardly Heroes, you can save $3 off the already low price of $11. So for only $8, you can sit there all day long and watch Buddy do panel interviews.
Yes.
You can go cruise around the exposition hall, see all the cool stuff that people have made. $8.
So remember, let me try this. Use promo code at what's the website?
It's at powerhousecomiccon.com.
Use the promo code, all caps, no spaces, Hardly Heroes. That's all caps, HARDLYHEROES. Come on, I can read.
All caps.
Barely.
No spaces.
Oh, man.
And just remember one thing. Disclaimer, Aaron doesn't know anything.
That's
You guys have a good night.
Bye.